Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and welcome to Overwatch Central. 'Tis the season to be a little bit less toxic as the Winter Wonderland event is right around the corner. It starts a week today. This video will be going over very quickly what is going to be in that event, also some other stuff in terms of 2 new skins that we know of that we will probably see. I won't really say leaked, but I'll explain in a second. We have a really good idea on what these skins are and what they're going to look like, but also I did want to take a part of this video to talk about how I personally would improve these events, because I feel that Blizzard are making some pretty big mistakes. Before we get onto that though, we do actually have some news. The Winter Wonderland event has been confirmed to come back next week, the 11th of December, which is a week today actually, and here we can see Blizzard World getting the holiday makeover. Not really too much else to add, but it does go on to stuff that I want to talk about later. But let's crack on. To sort of catch people up, there's going to be not much new content in this other than the skins within the Winter Wonderland. There's not going to be a new game mode. We have May's Snowball Offensive, we have May's Yeti Hunt. Much like Junkrat Skin's Revenge, it will be the same exact thing, nothing else extra other than those skins. But Blizzard is still doing something that, whilst I can understand it in principle, I think is doing some severe damage to the game, so we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, enough about that, I digress. I want to talk about these 2 new skins. The first being Widowmaker Figure Skater. Now we know that the name Figure Skater, quite some time ago, like 6 months, 8 months ago, Figure Skater was the name that was leaked onto the Overwatch website. As you've seen on screen, this is how it looked. It was accidentally put into place alongside some other Halloween skins, such as Soldier 76's Slasher. But back then we didn't know that it was for Soldier 76, right? It just said the name, so people were trying to work out who was what. But Figure Skater seems to be Widowmaker. Not only is it a pretty obvious bet considering that she is a ballerina, but also we have this other picture, in inverted commas, leaking a new Junkrat skin. This shirt is on the Blizzard store, I believe, and if you look to the left of the amazing Zenyatta Nutcracker skin, I don't know how they're going to plan to beat it, you can see a ballerina. And I have no doubt in my mind that this, even though it's kind of hard to see in a video, but you get the idea, is going to be the new Widowmaker skin. It makes sense, ice skating, figure skating, all covered in ice. It's not 100% confirmed, there's nothing anywhere that officially says this, but I think we can sort of surmise that it's going to be this. We of course, to the right of Zenyatta, have this Junkrat skin, which it's hard to tell because it's so small to see on a t-shirt, but it looks terrifying. You can see Junkrat having these ears, the crown on his head. It looks amazing. It would only suit Junkrat, right? It looks like a really solid skin. Really, there's not too much else to see, but I think our imagination can finish off the rest of this costume at least. It might be a case that Blizzard do a big thing around the Omni Cracker or the Nutcracker as a theme within the game, which is something that we have had in the past in other events, right? Such as last year, the Summer Games having much more of a summer theme with the Barbecue Soldier 76, Cabana Anna, for example. This year they had like the Fastball Zenyatta, the theme based around more spots like baseball, American football, yada yada. So this might be a sort of sub-theme within this event, having stuff based around the Nutcracker of sorts. But they are the 2 skins that we definitely know about. I would be completely surprised if we don't see this Junkrat skin in the background in the game at all, because it just feels like it's assets and stuff made by Blizzard that wouldn't be used, right? So I'm certainly feeling confident that we are going to see this Junkrat, but the ballerina one, I think it's like 90% sure that we're going to be seeing that. In terms of the rest of the event, there's going to be nothing. As I said, everything's going to be the same. Not only are we going to have the 2 arcade games that I mentioned, May's Snowball Offensive and the Yeti Hunt, we're going to have some themed maps. Of course, Hanamura likes to get all Winter Wonderlandy, and the King's Row looks amazing this time of year, so can't wait to get back into those games. But now I want to talk about where this event lacks, or events have lacked in the past. Let's be honest, Halloween Terror was kind of rubbish. The skins were great, they always have been, nobody's ever had a problem with the skins in the game. However, when it comes to actual content within Overwatch, when they don't change stuff, it gets really deflating almost. Other than a reskin for Chateau Gillard, which I do want to go over in a second, there was nothing brand new. Much like that Malcolm in the Middle quote, we expected nothing but still ended up disappointed. I can get over Blizzard not releasing any new content, to be honest, because I know that they're working on new stuff. However, Blizzard do this thing where they reveal the skins before the event on Twitter, and I feel that that's really killing the buzz for events. Why? Because they release near on everything. Let's go back to the Halloween Terror and see which skins were revealed by Blizzard for this event prior to it starting. We had the Swamp Monster Doomfist, Banshee Moira, Spider Widowmaker, Enchanted Armor Farah, Jack-O-Lantern Wrecking Ball, Undead McCree, and they were all revealed on Twitter beforehand. So the only ones we didn't see in game were the Bride Sombra, Slasher 76, And then of course there was this Pumpkin May. 2/3 of the skins were revealed beforehand, and I think that really sucks. Don't get me wrong, I completely understand why Blizzard do this. It's really good for drumming up hype, for example. But then when it came to people logging into the game to check out the skins of the event, I don't imagine many people did. If Blizzard aren't really putting any major content into their events in the future, then Blizzard need to stop showing off stuff before the event starts. Because people get to see all of the skins beforehand, and there's no reason to log in, because Blizzard have shown all of the skins that people want to log in to see on Twitter, barring a couple, and also there's no new event or new iteration of the event like Junkrat's Revenge. It's really good for drumming up that hype on Twitter, but I feel like it really damages the game to an extent. So what I would do, I wouldn't stop them necessarily, but I would reduce them by a lot. Maybe instead of putting out 5 or 6 skins, just put out 1 or 2. We'll of course cover when these skins get revealed, but I can't help but think that Blizzard could go about this in a much better way to not completely show their hand. I would love people to have a reason to log into the game, even if it is just for 15 minutes to have a good look at the new skins themselves, instead of just seeing it all on Twitter 4 days beforehand and going, these are alright, but I'm not going to log in. I feel it really does damage the game. That is probably the biggest area when it comes to Blizzard and what they could do better when it comes to events. Blizzard want people to log into Overwatch to see what's new. But when all of the content is the same and they announce that all of the content's the same, they don't want to release the new content on Twitter before the event's even online, right? Let it be a surprise, like Christmas, like going downstairs, opening your present, and being patient and not having your parents come up every day before Christmas with a present revealing it beforehand, you know? It doesn't really work like that, and I think the Blizzard should really reduce the amount of stuff that they reveal, on Twitter at least for these skins. Some other smaller things, we did see Chateau Gillard for the Halloween event reskinned for Halloween, and I thought that was really good. I'd love to see more of that, but to be fair, the Christmas reskins and maps are really good in themselves. I think the King's Row and the Hanmura ones are the nicest, but we do have those 2 events, as I said, Snowball Offensive and Yeti Hunt. I would like to see them on different areas of maps and having those reskinned. For example, we have Yeti Hunt happening on Nepal. Maybe instead of just the village area, we can have areas of the shrine, or maybe even the Sanctum on this map. Or even taking it somewhere like Busan, as I feel that would be a really good map to play this game mode on. And Snowball Offensive, putting that on the Black Forest, and some of the other arena maps that were revealed in the anniversary event. Castillo, that kind of thing. They're just a couple of ideas I'd like to see from this event. We're not expecting anything major, but I would like to see some more Christmas reskins of maps. And just some more reason to play Yeti Hunt and Snowball Offensive more than once, ideally. But if it's the same event, I'm going to be pretty upset. No doubt you guys will be too. But that is everything that I wanted to go over. 2 skins that we know at least we'll be getting, and all of the other bits and pieces surrounding the Winter Wonderland. Spoiler alert, it isn't much, hence why I wanted to sort of focus on areas that I think the event could improve in the future. Not only for Winter Wonderland, but other stuff down the line. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching until the end, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, see you then.